Hello everyone, this is a video on common factors. I'm gonna use 3 examples to show you how you find common factors. Number 1, common means the same. A factor is something that we multiply. So it means we must have things that we multiply. It means we're gonna put brackets. Brackets means multiply. When you look at this first example, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So if we say something is a common factor, it's something that will be common in all 4 terms. Okay, we're gonna start with numbers and then look at variables. The variable, if it's common, it must be common in all 4 terms. Okay, listen. Now because this is an expression, we're gonna write our equal sign here. We're gonna say equals to, and then we look at a number that will be a factor for that one, that one, that one, that one. So actually a highest common factor that will divide 3, that will be a factor of 12, that will be a factor of 6, and that will be a factor of 9. That will be 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 3 divided by 12 is 4. 3 divided by 6 is 2. And 3 divided by 9 is 3. So I'm going to write my common factor here, 3. And then I looked at the variable. The variable must be in all 4 terms. So I have an A here, A there, and A there, and A. Then A is a common factor. Then I look at B. I have a B in the first term, B there, no B there. So B can be a common factor. C is only in that term, can be a common factor. D is only in the last term, it can be a common factor. So it means my common factor for this expression is 3A. Then I open a bracket. The bracket means multiply. So what am I I'm gonna multiply? It means that if I have a 3A and I multiply something here, I must end up with 3A. Okay, so 3 divided by 3 will give me 1. A divided by A will give me 1. So I'll be left with B. 3A times B will give me 3AB. Then we go to the next term. Our sign there is plus. So I'm going to say 12 divided by 3. You can use your calculator. It will be 4. And then A divided by A will be 1. And then if I multiply it out, 3 times 4 is 12. A times B is 8. Then it's correct. Then this term is a minus. I take the sign that I have here. 6 divided by 3, it's 2. A divided by A is 1. Then I have a C. Last term is minus. 9 divided by 3, it's 3. A divided by A is A. Then it's D. So this is how you factorize. If you multiply everything, you need to get that thing back. Our second example has 3 terms. 6x cubed minus 12x squared y minus 18xy, right? When we look at the numbers, the highest common factor, 6, 12, and 18, it's 6. So because it's an expression, we're going to write an equal sign here and then go 6, right? So we're going to look at the variables. I have x cubed here. What does it mean? I have x times x times x. This one, I have x squared. I have x times x. I have 2. This one is 1x. So what is a common factor in all 3 terms? It's 1x. Because here I have 3 of them. Here I have 2 of them. But in the last term, it's only 1. So my common factor will be x. Now, I have my common factor 6x. Then I open my bracket, right? So here, 6 divided by 6 is 1. X cubed divided by x. X cubed is 3x. And then here it's 1. It means I'm left with 2x squared. I have 2 x's that I'm multiplying together. Next term, the sign is negative. And then I have 12 divided by 6 is 2. And then I have x squared divided by x. So I'll have 1x left. And then y also. Y could not be a common factor because the first term didn't have y. Now the last term, the sign is negative. I write the negative. 18 divided by 6. Use your calculator. It's 3. And then x divided by x is 1. Then I'm left with 2. You have to test it out, multiply it out, and you have to end up with it. If you multiply it out and you don't end up with that original one, you made a mistake somewhere, you have to go back and check again. Let's look at the third example. Right, with number 3, there are 2 things that I want to show you. First one, you have 2 terms. This is one term and this is the other term. So your common factor in the first term and the second term is the bracket, the A minus B. This one, it doesn't say A minus B. It says B minus A. It's not the same as that one. So you need to sort that out first. It must say A minus B, not B minus A. So how do we do that? So we're going to write the first term. The first term, it's not a problem. We just write it as it is. Now this one, if I take out a common factor of -1, if you have it swapped around like that, you take out a common factor of -1. So I'll take the -1, it will multiply this -1. If it was positive, it will be negative. Negative times negative will be positive. Because it's negative now, it's going to be positive. But if this was positive, you'll have a negative here. So it's positive 3y. Taking out a common factor here, we'll swap this around. The a will be positive minus the b will be negative. Now this bracket now looks exactly the same as that one. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to explain again. B minus a is not the same as a minus b. So what you do, you take out a common factor of -1. When I take out a common factor of -1, it changes sign. It makes this one negative because negative times negative is positive. And it will make this one positive because I took out the common factor of negative. Negative times negative will make this one positive. That one, negative. That -1 that we took out, we multiply with this term outside. I took out a -1. Negative times negative will give me positive. Right, my first term is 4x, open bracket, a minus b. My second term is 3y, open bracket, a minus b. The term is divided by a plus or a minus that is not inside a bracket. This one is one term, even though it has that minus, because the minus is inside the bracket. So what is the common factor in the first term and the second term? The common factor is a minus b, right? This is my common factor. You remember, we take out a common factor and open a bracket. What is left in the first term is 4x. What is left in the second term is plus 3y. This is how you factorize this. If the brackets were exactly the same, a minus b, we did not have to take out the common factor. We took out the common factor here because the terms inside the bracket were swapped around. Okay, this is the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching.